Hey guys, this is Camper15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another Fairy Tale 100 Year Quest manga chapter review for you guys. And yes, Fairy Tale the 100 Year Quest is back. So yeah, now it's not really going to be a long video to be honest, because what am I kidding? If you read the chapter really nothing really happened in the chapter other than your typical fairy tale celebration after defeating and saving Elentir, and stuff like that. Now, obviously, I know the Selene portion of the story is yet to be completed, but in terms of the Elentir portion of this story, Elentir arc is probably over, and I guess we're really fully going on to the Selene arc, I guess. But like, I'm not gonna say like the episode. This chapter was boring. It's just was a chapter I just read through and I kind of just had a few kicks and giggles and then a nice moment at the end with Ferris. But it's like, it was okay. It was a fine chapter for what it was worth. It was your just typical fairy tale celebration chapter after they saved the day and defeated Alta Face and stuff like that. So yeah. I'll still go through the chapter, but I'm probably just gonna I guess I would say just make mentions of some things that happened. But really, only the biggest talking point about this chapter is the goodbye between Fairy Tale and Ferris. I'm guessing for the time being, unless they make a reappearance. But yeah. So this Fairy Tale 100 Year Quest, Chapter 89, Evening of Elentir. Now the cover page art is of Ferris, obviously walking up this grand stairs to, I guess, get to the White Palace, the Whiteout Village, or something like that. So obviously we know last time our heroes smashed through Alta Face. They defeated him. Everything's coming down. We see Wendy deform from her adult self to her little kid self. So I wonder if they're going to bring that whole thing back. I don't know if this is going to be a thing only exclusive to the Elentir arc, because of maybe the overflowing magic power. It only seems like that was the case, so I think that's like the one and only time we're going to see Wendy like that. Unless, hey, we get more of that, but okay, fine. I'm still opposed to just waiting for, I don't know, a future fairy tale series down the line when it's like Fairy Tale Next Generation and we see older Wendy. I don't care. That's just me, but okay. But she deforms, and all the Fairy Tale members are asking like, wait, we won, didn't we? And they're like, well, we don't know, but there's still overflowing magic power and everything. So eventually at some point when he's like, listen, we got to get out of here. Let's go. So they get out of there. And you just see all these things going havoc in Elentir and stuff like that. And obviously, you know, the Grand White Priestess and even the X-Seed team, they're seeing like, oh, all the hands are starting to disembark and go away and crumble and stuff like that because of what obviously Natsu and the others did. And obviously this is kind of taking everybody aback for what they did. So yeah, now the Grand White Priestess makes a mention like, wait a second, all that overflow and magic power, that crazy magic energy, it's all gone now, and things have essentially went back to normal, and stuff like that. So obviously they're all happy and everything. Now, the one thing the Grand White Priestess do, along as the other Grand White Wizards or the Whiteout Wizards essentially do, is they do the Whiteout ritual where essentially they're gonna calm down the magic power and stuff like that. So things are in harmony, I guess you can say. So a big, huge beam of light, or I guess white light, comes out of the temple area, and you just have it to where all the hands just disintegrate and go away and stuff like that, and everything's really returned back to normal, and the day is saved. So for most of the chapter after that, it's just Lucy monologuing, saying the fact that on that day, Elentir's magic power swelled up for a bit, before subsiding back to its original state. And with the disappearance of Alta Face, I don't think we'll have to worry about the magic power overflowing anymore. So it seems like Alta Face is just gone for good now. So yeah, Listen, I did say last time I did a manga chapter review on Fairy Tail, like based on how they wrap this up, especially for Altaface, would determine if I like the whole Altaface storyline. I understand Altaface came in and he's kind of the thing that makes the magic, the magic go haywire. I guess I'm just a little slightly disappointed at the fact that he was taken out that quickly. I would have thought they would at least made it where it been a chapter or 2 chapters they defeat him, but hey, if they ever animate this, series, they could always extend it. So yeah, but I guess you can say I'm slightly a little disappointed that we just smashed the room and that's it. That's it? Oh, okay. I don't know. It feels kind of, to me, just me in my personal opinion, you may not feel that otherwise. And I'm a guy who loves Fairy Tail, and even though I understand its flaws, I barely critique it. This is kind of just a nitpick with mine. I just see it and I'm like, it's kind of like, it leaves me, kind of like, well, I'm glad that they did it, but at the same time, I'm like, it didn't really help, or it helped, but it's like, kind of feels kind of anticlimactic. If that's the case, that's how I feel personally. It felt anticlimactic after they defeated him. So hey, that's just me. It might not have been you, but hey, that was me, and stuff like that. So yeah, we see that the 3 the moonlight body, beauty goddesses, they're all arrested and everything now, and stuff like that. Now crap, I forgot these freaking chicks' names. I know, holy crap. My god, that was just a spam rip. You have Mimi, Hakune, and Yoko. Yoko's like, you're gonna regret all of this, like, you're gonna do anything. Hakune is just kind of like, oh, what am I going to do? And Mimi's just looking back at Lucy, and she's like, let's fight again. And Lucy's like, yeah, no, I'm good. Hope you have fun over there. And stuff like that. They're tied up with like ropes. I'm guessing they're like magic type of powering down types of ropes where it doesn't make them access their magic power anymore. So yeah. Obviously we see that that essentially they cause like very heinous crimes, so it sounds like they're gonna be put away for a long time. The next few panels of the chapter we get is just obviously your typical, after an arc ends, after they defeat the antagonist so far for a representative arc, they have a big celebration party and stuff like that. So like typical, Fairy Tail has a celebration party with the people in Elentir, and stuff like that. We find out that apparently getting naked in Elentir is a very heinous crime as well. It's even worse than what the freaking Moonlit beauty gods did. Holy crap. So you have a panel where Gray's legit naked and they got the cops like, okay, you need to come to jail with us and everything, and stuff like that. So yeah, Natsu did what Natsu does, and that's destroy buildings and stuff like that. Urza apparently was cutting up and acting like a damn fool, and stuff like that. Happy was doing his typical simping over Toka while Carla's looking in the background like, this Tomcat, my god. Now, I don't know if that's supposed to mean that frickin' Carla's jealous of Toka all over Happy. Personally, I think she is in a way, because she's like, I saw that Tomcat first. That's my cat, not yours, but who knows? Maybe when, well, I can see, that's another thing. When will we finally get on when Carla finally just says, I like you, Happy? That's a good thing. We got Gray already admitting that he's in love with Juvia and stuff like that. And in indirect ways of Jalal and Urza saying they both like each other. I still can't get over that Alderaan battle when he was controlled and he made Urza, he literally stripped in front of Urza like that. So yeah. And trust me, how many more times do we have to get Nalu shipping moments in this series till it's finally canon? God damn it, man. So maybe Carla eventually is like, okay, you win, Tomcat. So yeah, so Lucy does make a mention is the fact that about the disappearance of Celine and Suzaku, the fact that nobody knows where they're at, and that's the one thing on everybody's mind. Like, yeah, we don't know where they went. Again, I speculated they might have went back to Earthland, which is probably the most sensible thing that happens because the story is going to probably take place back there, since by the end of the chapter they go back to Earthland. So yeah, but it's going to be very interesting to say the least. So yeah, but Nazu's like, well, I guess we're gonna be heading back. So yeah, and that's when you know, we have our goodbyes. Grand White Priest is all hugging over Gray, and she's like, why don't you stay longer? And then Gray's like, let go the hell of me, Granny. You have Toka saying goodbye, saying, I wish, you know, you were staying some more happy. I'm gonna miss you. And again, Carla's just looking at her like, this bitch. Max. I mean, even freaking, you have freaking Toka's like, please take good care of Happy Sama. And it's funny because Carla's like, oh, please, if you think I'm gonna protect him, I'm not his guardian or anything, so let's get something straight. So I love that whole thing there. Happy's over here just having one hell of a time. He's like, ah! So yeah, but this is when we kind of get, I guess you could say, your emotional moment or your emotional goodbye is when Ferris essentially is apologizing for what she did, since really kind of, honest to God, the introduction a little bit to the series when she was looking for Natsu. Even though she was controlled by Celine and everything and stuff like that. So yeah. And the thing is, she's like, listen, I deserve to get punished for this. And obviously Natsu's like, oh really? Okay, I'll hit you right now. Obviously Lucy's like, you're not gonna hit her, please. She's a girl and she did nothing wrong. She was controlled and stuff like that. So yeah, and even you have freaking Ferris like, please hit me. Make me feel so satisfied. Or until you're satisfied. And essentially Ferris is like, I don't know how else I could possibly atone for my crimes. Honestly takes me back to early stage Fairy Tail when Jalal was on that whole, I should be punished for my actions because of my crimes and stuff like that. So yeah, so Natsu's getting ready up to go hit her and punch her and stuff like that, and he's like saying, hey, you better freaking bite down on your teeth because this is gonna freaking hurt. You made me and my friends fight each other and stuff like that, and you're gonna pay. And you know, it looks like Natsu's gonna literally punch her to Kingdom Come, but he kind of gives her the whole type of headbutt or type of punch where it's like, so you know, it's just kind of like an acknowledgement type of thing. And he says, you got me so fired up. And essentially he thanks Toka. He thanks Ferris for being, even though she was controlled by Celine, that was still messed up. He's like, at least I got a chance to fight my guildmates again. And it's been a long time since I last did that and stuff like that. And I had fun doing it and stuff like that. And Nas is like, so let's do it again sometime and stuff like that. Battle of Fairy Tail Round 3. When you actually kind of think about it, Battle of Fairy Tail early in the series of Locks is, I think you can consider with the end of Outrun arc, Battle of Fairy Tail 2. And then now I guess he wants a Round 3 and stuff like that. So yeah, Gray kind of just says, aren't you gonna hit her? And he's like, and Nas is like, I did. I let her have it. And that's when he says, I said thank you from the heart. Essentially, it was a way for, it was adorable, it was nice, it was cute. You know, it was a nice moment for Nasu, because we know Nasu, he means well. He wasn't really going to hurt her because he knows that obviously she wasn't controlled. She was controlled. She was forced by Celine to do all that stuff and everything. And the chapter ends off with Toka just crying, saying, why are you even thanking me? I don't understand you. And that's what Lucy's like, well, that's our Natsu, all right. That's us. We're a fairy tale. So Lucy's like, well, and then after that, we just all return to Earthland. And then next chapter is going to be coming in the next 2 weeks. Like I said, the last moment was kind of a nice moment. It was your typical fairy tale, you know, this is goodbye for now. We'll see you maybe sometime down the road in the future and stuff like that. Hey, we should say that because hell, after the Atlas arc, I thought we'd never see the Atlas characters again. Lo and behold, freaking this series, they make us go back to Edelus, and we see Mist again, all the Edelus versions and stuff like that. So, hey, listen, I definitely, with that direction, I definitely could see where Ferris maybe appears again at one point. I don't envision, I feel like they're probably not going to, the Elentir characters are going to show up again. They very well could show up again. It's just maybe if the story starts to do it where they need to come back, then yeah. But I enjoyed the Elentir arc. The Elentir arc was definitely hype reading it from week to week to week. And now we go from the Elentir arc to Celine straight up arc in terms of really what Celine's next plays. Now I did watch the one YouTuber Rax. And I did hear a little bit of his video. I still have to listen to it fully because I think I fell asleep on it because I was in bed at the time. And the one interesting thing is the fact, like, he made a mention of the fact that Celine has kids, and we know that she had children. So what's to say that maybe in Earthland, more of her children are still alive somewhere, just pretending to be human. So maybe the next arc is, well, you took out my Moonlit Beauty gods, try to take me and my children out and stuff like that. And again, we don't know where Suzaku is because he followed right after Celine. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens next, but I definitely enjoyed the Elentir arc. It was definitely a good arc for a good read and stuff like that. And we're gonna be back in Earthland. So to me, I'm gonna wonder now that since this whole controlling act is done, I wonder if any of the other Fairy Tail members are gonna get involved, like maybe a Gajil and Juvia might get involved in this whole thing. Now, again, we know it's only Wendy, Gray, Natsu, Urz, and Lucy on this 100-year quest mission to do this. But who's to say that they don't include the other Fairy Tail members in on this, where it could be a whole thing where it impacts the Fairy Tail world as we see it now. Who knows? I definitely do know whenever we go up against the Diablos guilds, it's going to be Fairy Tail versus Diablos. That's going to be a full guild versus guild battle there and stuff like that. So it's going to be definitely interesting to see where the story goes. So yeah, but all we know is they're going to be back in Earthland, and it's probably going to be, well, we got to go find Celine now. So yeah, that's the one thing. But yeah, that's kind of it. So if you guys enjoyed this chapter review, hit that like button. Any comments in the comment section, your thoughts on this manga chapter? Were you fine with it? Were you just skimming the chapter like, solid enough for me to get by? Or I guess if you didn't like this chapter, hey, you didn't like the chapter, say it. It's okay. Also hit that subscribe button. You want to get more Fairy Tail 100-year quest content, as well as any other Fairy Tail content I upload to the channel. Again, I am doing my Fairy Tail arc reviews on the side of this, well, manga chapter review series till the manga is over, I guess, or unless I stop this YouTube gig for some other big personal reason because I can't put my time to it. So yeah, the last video on my arc review was the Edelus arc review. If you guys wanted to know where I'm at currently, I've been paying attention to that. So next Monday for my arc reviews, next Monday will be the Tenro Island arc at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time as a live premiere video. So yeah, and the Tenro Island arc, I believe my recording that is about an hour long of me talking about Tenro, which is one of the best arcs in Fairy Tail. So yeah, enjoy that. And then 2, I guess you can say happy Eden Zero Eve as well, because guess what? The very highly anticipated anime adaptation of Hiro Mashima's Eden Zero is finally coming out globally to Netflix tomorrow, August 26th. And yes, if you're asking if I will be doing a review of it, yes, I will be doing a review of Eden's Zero. Now, because it's on Netflix and there's gonna be like multiple episodes at one time, what I'll probably do is I probably won't do a review of each episode every week because I want to like binge watch this series. So what I'll probably do, and I'm gonna ask my co-host, the Red Wolf, if you've been on any of my other videos, sometimes he does anime collabs with me where we review an anime. So what I think Eden Zero is going to go is I'm probably going to watch all the episodes, and me and my co-host are going to watch all the episodes. and we'll probably do at least one episode review of the show daily at least and upload it to YouTube. Again, it's also, again, if I do not upload a episode of Eden Zero like daily, it's either because my upload schedule or my uploading in terms of videos that go live to the channel, there's just so much. So tomorrow is a Thursday, so you're definitely in the go. I don't know when. So yeah, again, tonight I'm gonna have to get in contact with my co-host if he wants to join me on my Eden Zero reviews. If he doesn't have time to make it, because he works throughout the day, and I even work throughout the really afternoon, I guess you can say. Well, yeah, I work from 4 to 7. So by the time I get home, it's nighttime now. I could upload, but I could already watch their episode in the morning, and stuff like that, and just have my notes ready, and I'd still have to tell my co-host either you watch the episode and stuff like that. So yeah, but that's gonna be the one thing. So yeah, Thursday expect an episode review, then Friday, yes, essentially till whatever the limit number on Netflix is, expect maybe daily reviews or every other day, to make things easier. But yes, I'm very excited to talk Eden Zero because I'm going to be new to the series, and yes, I'm going to be anime only. I guarantee you a lot of you guys will say I should read the manga. Again, that's up to me and debatableness, because I'm not really a person who likes to read manga. I don't mind reading manga of an ongoing series. It's just I prefer reading anime or watching the anime unless I have no other choice and stuff like that. Like, for example, My Hero Academia, I wanted to prepare myself for the second movie that was coming out at the time, and I knew you had to read the manga. So I literally read the manga, and I love what the manga's given us right now. So yeah, but maybe I'll get into the Eden Zero manga after it. Probably not. I'll probably just stick to being anime only. But yes, but I know for Eden Zero globally, you can listen to it dubbed or subbed. Yes, if you're a dubbed fan of animes, Eden Zero, I think dub is coming straight out from day one. Because there is a trailer where it shows just a dub scene, and there's even a dub trailer of the Eden Zero dub. And yes, Tia Ballard is happy yet again, but Todd Habercorn and Lucy Christian are not Shiki and Rebecca. In other words, the Natsu and Lucy, lookalikes, I guess you can say, for this series and stuff like that. But I did hear rumors that Colleen Klinkenberg is in this, reprising her role as, I guess, the Urza lookalike character called Ellie. And even when I saw the trailer, she sounded like the one blue girl. I think her name is Mother or something like that. She sounded like that. So yeah, and then there was one other important character from Fairy Tail that's coming over. Apparently there was rumors, so I'm gonna have to listen to it. I'm gonna have to watch it, and I'm definitely gonna have a blast. So look forward to Eden Zero review episode 1 tomorrow. Don't know when. So yeah, but other than that, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day or now checking out this video. Till then, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you guys later. Peace.